The eyeball is potentially the most amazing and intricate thing in all of God's creation. But even so, our sight is limited. If the earth wasn't curved and was completely flat, we could see a flickering candle from 48 kilometers away. That is insane! And yet, our sight is limited. Just imagine with me, if you could see a penny from that distance away, 48 kilometers away, and you could see a penny crystal clear. If you're from Canada, rest in peace, pennies. Well, this thing can. From 48 kilometers away, this can see a penny crystal clear. Meet the James Webb Space Telescope, this $10 billion behemoth of a telescope that was launched early in the morning of December 25th, 2021.
From a tropical rainforest to the edge of time itself, James Webb begins a voyage back to the birth of the universe.
If you aren't already familiar, you should be. This telescope will orbit the sun 1.5 million miles. That's 2.4 million kilometers in a very technical orbit around the sun that I don't quite understand, but that's science. The side of the James Webb Space Telescope that will be facing the sun will be a scorching 185 Fahrenheit. In other words, the side that's facing the sun will be hotter than Death Valley. However, the other side that is facing the Earth, which is the side that contains all those fancy instruments and mirrors, constantly sit at a minus 388 Fahrenheit, colder than Antarctica. Why am I sharing all this information about the James Webb Space Telescope, you may ask? This telescope is going to see for miles, kilometers for us Canadians. Not just miles, but hundreds and hundreds of billions of miles. It's gonna see back in time. It's gonna see so far back in time that it's gonna see where the universe originated from. This is why I am so excited about this telescope. So the development on this crazy telescope started in 1996 with its namesake being James E. Webb, who was the administrator of NASA in the 60s during the Apollo missions. This telescope is going to help scientists see back to where it all started, where light first began, the birth of our universe, the birth of existence as we know it. I don't know if we're ready for this. Let there be light, God said, and then there was light. The glory and splendor of God is unfathomable. And this telescope is gonna help uncover just a little bit of that mystery. Boom, boom, boom. If these images don't cause you to stop and just wonder, to bask in the beauty and glory of God and the heavens that He created, I don't know what will. These images were taken by our last space telescope, which I believe is still in space, the Hubble Space Telescope, or Space Hubble. I gotta fact check these things. So if these came from a device that was circling around the Earth and didn't get super far away from the Earth, it was only 600 kilometers off the surface. This new telescope, which is so much bigger and is gonna be so much farther away from the Earth and taking such higher resolution and more zoomed in images, just imagine the pictures and the images that the James Webb Space Telescope is gonna find. It's going to reach to the shores of infinity. It's crazy. I hope you are as excited as I am about what is to be discovered. If you're anything like me, the world right now and the chaos within it, I've started to ask myself some big questions. What is the meaning of life? What does a life well lived look like? Why was I born into this time specifically? If God is real, then why do good people get hurt? If God is real, why does evil exist? These times and these questions should cause us to stop and think. So my encouragement to you is this. Next time you see a clear night sky, look up at the stars and just look. Just bask in it. Just wonder. God, the one who made those stars, the one who created it all, He also created you in His image and likeness. You, sitting here watching this video, are more precious to Him than every star in this galaxy, every star in the universe. God the Father sent His only Son down to earth to become like us, to die for our sins, for our wrongdoings. He paid the price. Jesus Christ died so that we might live in Him. Christ wants to change your life for the better, and He will if you allow Him to. And that is why I am so excited about the James Webb Space Telescope.